There are times that you just want to feel like you're in some sort of superhero movie. That may be possible with the invention of cool gadgets, such as having your own magic shield. And these gloves that make you feel like you're Iron Man. Magnus Thread Shooter Watch.
Go Web!
You can now buy a genuine, functional, web-shooting Spider-Man watch, which is the stuff of boyhood fantasies, let me tell ya. Herotech has created a snazzy trailer for the Magnus watch, which displays all of the real-life web-slinging exploits in which Spider-Man fans can participate. The trailer begins with a succession of pictures of a Magnus watch wearer releasing thread from their wrist. The magnetic projectile at the string's end latches onto the metal surfaces the wearer fires it towards, delivering the same effects as Spider-Man's sticky web fluid, but without being as sticky or as unpleasant. When not flinging webs, the Magnus watch can be used as a conventional digital watch, telling the time while concealing its own superheroic secret identity, as seen in the teaser. Iron Man Laser Gloves. Even though he doesn't work for Stark Industries, real-life inventor and YouTuber Patrick Preeb has created a piece of gear that appears like it could have originated from the Marvelous Company's R&D department. It's a functional Iron Man glove that launches an aluminum slug and blasts a high-powered laser from its palm, accompanied by a fantastic sound effect. On top of that, it does a second, slightly lower-powered laser from its knuckles. The user begins by activating the device's main switch to charge its two lasers. In reality, this only produces a cool charging up noise and illuminates a ring of 5 bright LEDs surrounding the palm laser. The hatch on top of the glove is raised by pressing one of 3 buttons on a connected separate controller. Pressing another of those buttons activates an 800 milliwatt red blazing laser contained within the hatch. For more severe operations, such as burning wood, the user can activate the glove's 3000 milliwatt blue palm mounted laser by flexing the wrist and pressing on an integrated pressure plate. Plasma Proto lightsaber. There have been an infinite number of real-life lightsabers produced as one-offs or props, but the majority of them fall short of the film's civilized blade in terms of raw power. However, a new completely retractable plasma-powered lightsaber from YouTuber The Hacksmith is unquestionably closer than ever before. The lightsaber's blade is made of plasma and it burns at a titanium melting 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. For 4 years, the Hacksmith, also known as James Hobson, and his team have been iterating on their IRL lightsaber build. While past versions produce some impressive and highly dangerous results, this latest version appears to be useful in combat with stormtroopers. The video displaying the new lightsaber follows the Hacksmith's recent publication of a build video. In one of his videos, it shows that it can cut through almost anything. Hobson can even cut through a 1/4-inch thick steel plate. As Hobson points out, the lightsabers his channel creates are meant to resemble Proto sabers, which are an outdated type of lightsaber with an external power pack. As a result, the Hacksmith's team's lightsaber relies on a backpack to carry its power source. Captain America's shield. Marvel fans are unquestionably devoted to the MCU and never miss an opportunity to fantasize about what it'd be like to live within one of their favorite superhero films. Some Marvel fans go over and above to display their devotion for the brand. One fan, though, went over and above by making a real Captain America shield that bounces back and deflects stuff. Captain America, massive fan, Jake, uses his ingenuity and excellent building skills in the YouTube video above by J Laser Video to whip up a workable DIY shield that can bounce off surfaces and attach to his magnetic wrist mount. Most videos of a flying vibranium shield feature CGI and special effects. However, this time we witness a genuine fiberglass and carbon fiber shield flying through the air. The massive frisbee can fly over 100 feet and then return to the person who launched it. Of course, it's a little flimsy, but we're seeing a DIY Captain America shield fly. Sure, we've seen shield fans made in their garages or workshops before, but they don't usually bounce off surfaces as nicely.
That's it.
Drop it. Drop it.
Perfectly level.
Kuratas human ride robot. You ever watched anime, you've probably seen giant pilot-controlled robots fighting massive battles, either to repel alien invasions or to wage global war. You might assume these are just works of fiction, yet they're now as real as they can get. A robot that uses its operator's facial expressions as cues to target foes is available for purchase on Amazon, demonstrating that almost anything can be purchased there. While it's unknown whether the scary shooting feature is accessible in this version of the Kuratas robot, the beginning kit is available on Amazon Japan for a little more than $1 million. Kuratas, who measures about 13 feet tall and weighs 5 tons, looks like something out of a Hollywood action movie. Despite its tank-like appearance, the gasoline-powered robot has a top speed of 6 miles an hour. The rider boards the machine, presses a button, and enters the cockpit to control the robot. Kuratas can also be controlled by a smartphone connected to a 3G network, according to a video made public a few years ago. That was when the project was still in its early stages of development. A smile is a signal to open fire on an opponent, with the feature earning the name Smile Shot. BMW electrified wingsuit. BMW believed it could fly.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah, now it has.
I believe I can touch the sky.
In a newly built electric wingsuit, the German firm recently sent air sports pioneer Peter Salzmann soaring through the skies at speeds of up to 186 miles per hour. The revolutionary concept was developed in collaboration with BMW, DesignWorks, and Salzmann. The professional skydiver and base jumper had the concept while thinking about methods to better his performance in the air. Based on BMW EV technology, the E-wingsuit is powered by a chest-mounted rig. It produces 15 kilowatts of power, which is distributed to two 7.5 kilowatt carbon impellers. The impellers rotate at 25,000 revolutions per minute and may generate thrust for up to 5 minutes. The purpose of the electric wingsuit is to improve performance and eventually allow for greater distances to be traversed. In the video, the three flies in tandem before Salzmann utilizes his kilowattage to boost above another peak and gain altitude while the other pilots fall. Yeah, kinda like Iron Man. Three then safely land after deploying their parachutes. R2-D2 moving refrigerator. Ever wanted your own R2-D2? Well, you can now. You can make Star Wars a reality with the R2-D2 moving refrigerator. Like in the movies, this life-size R2-D2 model moves and is controlled by a remote control. If just being around him wasn't enough, he also serves as a refrigerator. A six-pack of your favorite beverage can be stored in the R2-D2 moving refrigerator. The fridge is an exact reproduction in terms of sound and movement, thanks to an intricate fabrication that pays attention to every detail. The fridge is actually produced in order from Japan and comes with a serial number, making it a collector item that piques the interest of fans. Unfortunately, sales are only available in Japan. However, if you have a Japanese friend who's a major Star Wars fan, you could tell him about it. For further protection, the device incorporates an emergency shutoff button and a proximity level sensor. This prevents the device from tipping over on uneven surfaces. Doctor Strange Shield LED Hologram. All you Doctor Strange cosplayers out there, take note. Finally, the piece de resistance to complete your future Sorcerer Supreme costume is here. Rainmaker 1973, a Twitter user, uploaded a video created by several Marvel fans from Japan that shows two LED fans being used to mimic the magical rune signatures used by Benedict Cumberbatch when casting spells as Stephen Strange in both Doctor Strange and the other Avengers films. While these LED fans appear to be too hard for the typical cosplayer to assemble, the components needed to create these mystical rune reproductions are really produced from easily accessible tech by a company called Phantom, which sells two different types of 3D holographic displays. Together they have the ability to simulate the spell signatures found in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So thanks to these incredible LED fans, expect to see conflicts between Doctor Strange, Wong, and all the forces of evil magic reenacted in the halls of comic book conventions from now until the end of time. Biomechanical spinal armor. This bionic armor seems like it belongs in a science fiction film, despite the fact that it's strangely real. As you become older, neck and back problems become more common as a result of everything from bad back posture to inappropriate form when lifting large weights. The LED lights also beat in tune with your heartbeat, making it much easier for necromorphs to know if you're faking it there. Jet Blades by Xjet. You've probably seen a number of villains and superheroes with flying skills, some even gliding around on fancy gliders. Unfortunately, Rocketeer-style gliders are still a ways off, but if water's your main target, the Xjet's Jet Blade is the perfect superhero tool. With the help of what looks to be like a fire hose attached to a pair of boots and a set of jet blades that start around $6,000, you can fly over any body of water for however long as you wish. The hose gives them the hydropower they need to keep gliding, and the water jets cushion your landing for a softer landing. You can be carried up to 9 meters in the air by a powerful water jet spraying out from the sides or feet. Now you can imagine yourself as Iron Man, but on the water. See you all next time.